Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a really great meringue for your macarons. So a poorly whipped meringue can cause all sorts of problems. Hollow macarons, no feet or short feet in your macarons, or like sunken macarons. Really, they are the structure to the macaron because there's no baking soda, nothing like that to give it that rise. So you are depending on this meringue. If you don't have a well-structured meringue, you have nothing. So if you haven't, go watch this video first, then come back. If you're stuck on the meringue there, come back, watch this, and this will just really show you what you want your meringue to look like. But so this has been whipping up for a bit, and now it's starting to look like it's ready. So I want to show you what it looks like when it's ready. And I don't scrape down the sides. So I used to, and then I realized that I don't have to, and I just stopped doing it, and it doesn't make a difference. See, it's got the sides up and around, and then it's just kind of in the middle there, and it's risen up a bit. That's how you can kind of tell it's starting to take its shape and rising up like a cloud. See what I mean? Now test this out, and you see what it looks like before I put the whisk in? It's holding its shape already, and it doesn't look like it's gonna fall. Like, we're not talking marshmallow fluff here. You don't want it to be creamy. You want it to be stiff, but it's more like bouncy. I think that would be a better way to describe it. But do you see in the bowl how where it's not collected in the middle, how it's smooth but keeping its streaks from the whisk? So that's how you know it's starting to get there, because it's keeping the shape of the whisk that was in there. If you're learning something, hit the like button below to let me know. See how it kind of bounces? And that should come off when you tap it on there. That should come off in a clump. So here, this is from a different angle. This is the same time. But see that how the peaks are, I don't even know if I'd call them stiff, more like sharp and jagged. Do you see what I mean? Like that. It's not ready yet, but this means it's getting there. You could probably stop it there and be fine, but I just like to go a little longer to get the taller feet. Now I'm gonna keep this going and not cut it. So from what I just showed you to this next part, I haven't sped it up or anything. This is real time. See how sharp that looks? And you see how it's collected in the middle there? Like, that's before I touched it. And it's all smooth kind of around the sides, but keeping the shape, the lines from the whisk, and it's like a clump in the middle. One big cloud in the middle. One big bouncy cloud. I spend too much time making macarons. But don't you just want to sink in there? Okay, so see that sharp, stiff peak in there? And kind of notice the way it comes off. It comes off in clumps. It's not coming off in like marshmallow fluff. I can't think of a better way to describe it than marshmallow fluff. That's what you don't want. Then you need to whip it way longer if it's bending if you pick up the whisk and it's bending at all, no. You also don't even want to be able to pick it up and have one stiff peak. You want like a bunch of tiny sharp peaks. Sharp peaks. Did we just make that up? Yeah, they're not stiff peaks, they're sharp peaks. If you want to see more videos where you learn how to make macarons and how to start your own home bakery, then hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, now you see what we've got going on in there? I really like to look in the bowl to see if it's ready. I don't now. Now I time it and I don't even look because I don't want to know. I just do exactly the same time every time. Okay, so let's just take a moment to look at this because this is done. This is ready. It's kind of smooth, but keeping the lines from the whisk, and then the middle's got a bunch of little sharp peaks, and it's like a clump in the middle. Really get a load of that. Okay, see those sharp peaks? Yeah, it kind of comes up, and I'm maybe even go a little more than that, but any range from this to a little bit more is good. Now I'm going to show you so you kind of can see how it jiggles. See that? Look at the lines. That's another way you can tell. When you have it, when it kind of peaks off, it peaks into thin lines. It doesn't just go all to one peak. It's like, it kind of looks like webbing. From peak to peak, how it's really thin and tapers out, like duck feet. But the most important thing, I think, is that it's got those sharp peaks and it all clumps into the middle. So you've got that smooth around the outside and then it's all clumping into the middle. See how it's bouncy. It's bouncy now. And it's a jiggle more of a flow. So you want it to kind of bounce. Okay, so that was my very weird description of what your meringue should look like. And if you think you're doing that, but you're still getting kind of short feet and you've done all the other things in this video, I would try whipping it up a little longer and that should fix it. But most importantly, go watch this video first. And then I would maybe watch this video first, come back, watch this one to really get some detail on the meringue, then go back and finish up and watch that one. If you want to work with me to grow your home bakery business or start your home bakery business, sign up for the email list below. I have a course where you can work with me to start or grow your own home bakery if you want to start selling any of your baked goods. And Facebook and Instagram, if you want to follow those, that's Michelle's Macarons, and I'll link that below. Oh, and if you are having trouble making macarons or you just want to show off some of your macarons, join the Michelle's Macarons Facebook group and post your pictures of each step along the way. So if you're having trouble, take a picture during every step, post those in the Facebook group with your picture, with your finished macaron that you think looks bad. So then we can see, oh, you didn't whip your meringue long enough or it's overfolded, because a lot of times we can look at each step and see what went wrong. Okay, check out these other macaron videos. Okay, love you, bye.